Hello and welcome to DECA. Today we're going to be discussing competitive events. We're going to help you learn and work on your competitive event skills, what you need to do, how to act. But in general, we're going to review all the types of events and opportunities you have available. I'll be going over in detail about what each event is, what you do in each one, and essentially what revolves around what you need to prepare for it. Let's begin, shall we? So the first thing when you're preparing is you should always go to DECA.org or rbdeca.ga, in which we have the link to this main competitive events page for DECA. So this page will have all the resources you need to compete in DECA. So for DECA, we revolve around four main career clusters. This involves business management and administration, business management and administration, marketing, finance, and hospitality and tourism. Those are the four main clusters. However, we have side clusters. Those are going to be entrepreneurship and personal financial literacy. So going down, here, this video will help you learn more about our events and programs. Give me 1 second while I load that for you. Okay, welcome back. We're ready to begin. Let me cue the video up right now.
We're here on the floor of DECA's well-renowned competitive events program, where these DECA members are preparing for case simulations with role plays similar to this one, as they prepare to go back and sit down with their judges who are professionals within their respective industries. These DECA members are walking to these booths where they'll be sitting down with judges, presenting their creative solutions to the problems that they were presented with in their role plays. They're going to be evaluated based on national curriculum and industry standards in marketing, management, finance, and hospitality.
It's been a great experience. I've been in Orlando for many years representing the Embassy Suites and the DoubleTree, and we're long-term partners and have enjoyed this. I've been a judge before. I was a judge a few years ago when you guys were here, and it's always remarkable to me the quality of the individuals that come through and what they bring.
As DECA members are sitting down across the table from you, what are you looking for?
Well, you know, they give us the examples of the role play that we're in, and so it's very clear and it's very helpful because it tells us specifically what we're looking for, and basically, you know, I'm trying to evaluate the person that brings the most marketing expertise and the most book knowledge, but also seems to bring the naturalness and the individual that basically best represents the product that they've been given in the very short 10 minutes that they've been given to represent it.
There's really nothing that can compare to like real world experience. You can practice in the classroom, but there's nothing that beats getting out and talking to real people, real business professionals. So it just gives you like a sense of confidence that you can do this. Everything you've practiced does pay off, and it's just great. I think it'll be really useful to everyone who's here.
I'm wanting to go into business, so it was like having a business meeting. So I really enjoyed. It was kind of competition and had a motive to it, but yet I was also getting experience for my life ahead.
I learned a lot. I learned how to manage my time. They give you 10 minutes to prep, so you have to be able to work on the fly. You have to come up with ideas quickly. You have to be able to explain yourself concisely when you're inside the actual role play. And I think I took a lot from this. I think I'll be able to, you know, speak to my peers a lot better because of this experience.
What advice would you give to future DECA members who are going to be competing at this conference?
You know, I think the best advice would be just to, you know, obviously bring everything that you've learned in school and everything that you've trained, but also the most important thing is to be comfortable, and I think when you're comfortable with what your knowledge is, then it's all going to flow and it's all going to you know, make a lot of sense and come through.
I really think it starts with confidence. You've taken the classes, you've done the work, you've done your homework, you've learned what you've learned. You need to be confident in yourself, because if you don't believe yourself, your judge is just not going to believe what you're trying to say. So it starts with confidence, it's followed by hard work. That's what I think.
You need to study. If you don't study, you'll have some trouble with any of the things you have to cover in your role play, and even on your written test, you need to study. Also, you need to relax. You will be nervous before you go. If you're not, you're amazing. But I was nervous. Everyone I know was nervous. So just take a couple breaths, breathe, and then just let it roll.
Go out there and give it your all, give it your best effort, and enjoy it. You don't get to do this every day, so enjoy that the moment you have here and give it your all.
Okay, so as you can see, that gives a little insight into the DECA experience. What you saw, let me rewind back of those. Those blue curtains, those are the actual DECA booth that you'll be going into. Inside are going to be judges, and you're going to be, given 10 minutes to compete. But we'll move on to that in a bit. First, I'd like to highlight the resources that we have available for you here at DECA. So the main DECA resource is the DECA Guide. This has all the information, the standards, and all that you need to compete with DECA. Second, we have the competition advice you can get on DECA Direct, which is sort of like our online journal where you can access and view more information and etc. And we also have slideshow and penalty points. If you're doing a written event, there are certain things you need to do to prevent penalty points. Last, and you can also view sample role plays, see the event updates, and the competitive events poster. So the first type of event would be the principals events. Principals events are intended for first-year DECA members because these are revolve around introductory principles and marketing and business courses. Technically, while we are supposed to recommend that you do this within your first year, you don't have to. You're free to explore and define yourself as who you want to be and to figure out what challenges you want to face. So this is more of like training wheels. Some people take things in fast and don't even need training wheels. They can just skip it and move on. But others prefer to stay on training wheels for a while. So these are one of the more popular events, and as a result, you do have less role plays, and there are more competitors because this is an introductory event. So in this event, you have one. It's just going to be you. It revolves around business administrations, and it has one role play. And if you make it to finalists, you get a second one. In terms of preparation, you get 10 minutes in prep and 10 minutes interview. So we have the business management and administration events, and we also have principles of finance, principles of hospitality, and principles of marketing. So in these events, you'll be able to use the language and information that you've collected and apply it to different aspects of a business career, whether it be accounting, banking services, business finance, or just everything in general. Just anything business, we'll try to make sure you can apply it. And on the side, you'll actually be able to see the sample events for these as well. So each event has guidelines. They also have performance indicators, sample exams, and the sample event. However, today's session is only reviewing the types of events that are offered. We will not be going in depth into the exams and the events yet. That will be available in the next video. The next type of event we have our team decision making events. So in this event, you work with a partner, you get more time, and you essentially work together to solve an issue or address a problem. We also have, so for this, it's just you and a partner, two people. You get an exam. You also get one case study. Case study is basically another term we call for an interview or role play. They're the same thing, interchangeable. Case studies, role plays, interviews, all the same thing. Um, so in terms of prep, this one you actually get more time, 30 minutes, and you get a 15-minute interview time compared to the 10 and 10 before. So these are a little bit harder, but they're really good to work with if you and a buddy are just joining for the first time. So we have first one, we have business law and ethics. This one is focused on U.S. laws, contracts, liability, employment, and other types of ownerships, and evaluates social values and all of that. This is great if you're interested in getting into law. We also have buying and merchandising, which is getting the product into the hands of the customers. We also have financial services, which basically just refer to products and services offered in in financial industries. And finally, we have hospitality services, which includes, marketing management functions, as well as marketing management, sports and entertainment marketing, travel and tourism. Most of these you can actually just tell by the name what they are going to be and what they are about. Um, and next we have individual events. So these are, essentially the principal's events, but they're harder and they're like riding a bike alone without anyone watching. So you have, it's just gonna be you. You have the exam. You have two role plays instead, and a third for finals. And you actually have 10 minutes prep, 10 minutes interview. So the events available, we have a lot more in this category. We have accounting applications, we have apparel and accessories marketing, automotive services marketing, business finance, business services marketing, food marketing, hotel and lodging management, human resources management, marketing communications, quick serve restaurant management, restaurant and food service management, retail merchandising, sports and entertainment marketing. These are all self-explanatory in their names. Uh, we also have personal financial literacy events. So this event is mostly just to see how well you know your finance, how well can you define yourself and understand personal finance. So on the other finance events, those are more about industry related things like stocks, investments, loans and all that stuff. This is more about your knowledge of, let's see, credit and debt, risk management, insurance, saving, a little bit of investment, but it's more about revolving around the family and it's like personal banking essentially. Next, we have these are called written events. So all the previous ones you've seen before are impromptu events. Those are just regular roleplay events, and in those events, you actually don't receive the prompt until the 10 minutes before, and you have that 10-minute prep. For these ones, you actually get the prompt before, and you do research, and that you actually make a written report and submit it in for presenting. So for these ones, you can have up to 3 people. You can have up to 30 pages in your report. You present and research a plan, and you have 15 minutes to present. So types we have available are business services operations, buying and merchandising operations, finance operations, hospitality and tourism operations, and sports and entertainment marketing operations. So the operations series events revolves around, running the operations department of one of these sectors, and you're essentially trying to coordinate things. You're trying to figure out how things work, as well as developing an idea of your own self and presenting it to showcase how well you can effectively manage something. So this is good if you're really into management and oversight. Next, we have the chapter team events. Chapter team events are intended to be covering the whole school and community. So that means the community service project. Uh, chapter representative, 30 pages, you present it, and you get 15 minutes time. So you have the creative service project, we have the creative marketing project, entrepreneurship promotional project, financial literacy promotional project, the learn and earn project, the public relations project, and these are all projects that you work and develop on your own. Remember, these you actually have to execute and commit, because you have to plan, implement, and evaluate, and then you just submit it and present it. Next, we have entrepreneurship events. So these where you explore different concepts. So this one you don't actually have to develop. This one is just a concept. It's up to 5 pages, and you essentially present your concept on paper. For example, you have the innovation plan. We also have another type which is called the independent business plan. This one's where you develop a completely new proposal, 30 pages. You present the proposal or plan, 15 minutes. So the difference between this and between the innovation plan um, and the uh, independent business plan is that the innovation plan event actually revolves around creating something innovating and new and exciting that will take advantage of market opportunities. While these ones, this one's developing your business growth. This is growing an existing business. This is developing a new one. This is international business. Any business can be used, blah blah blah. So this is starting a new business, but this is one is international. And this we have franchise business plan. So the franchise business plan is designed, to present a comprehensive business plan to buy into an existing franchise. So you have a lot of wide opportunities available for you. And we also have another one. This one's even easier. This is called the startup business plan. This one's where you provide an opportunity to participate and develop and present a proposal to form a business. Also, we have marketing representative events. So in these ones, you basically prepare an advertising campaign for a real product and service, and you present this campaign to a prospective client or advertiser. So this is basically applying that real world that experience you've gained in DECA into the real world because you're actually creating real plans here. So this one's another rich one, 11 pages, and we have advertising campaigns, we have fashion merchandising promotion plan, and we have sports and entertainment promotion plans. And we also have professional selling consulting events. So these are also written events. Uh, oh wait, no, these are consultation role play events, and this one revolves around selling or consulting customers something. For example, we have financial consulting. So this year, you'll be a financial consultant and you'll discuss with a client about buying or leasing a car. Next, we have hospitality and tourism professional selling. That means you run for a management company and need to plan a nice trip. We also have professional selling. So professional selling, uh, that's going to be, um, you're a representative of a drone technologies firm, and you have to schedule a meeting and show how drones will help a real estate agent. And we also have online events, the stock market game. That's where you get a simulated portfolio and you try to make as much money as possible. You also have the virtual business challenge events. These are really nice. These are just like Sims games where you compete and learn more. So those are essentially the main types of event clusters. Hopefully, one of those, excites you, interests you, and please tell us so that we can work on, training you towards those events. And remember, you can always change events at any time if you feel like it, but it's good to stick to one because that way you can just keep building the knowledge you have upon itself for each one. So thank you for coming out today. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.